And can you hear as God softly whispers to you, come to me, my child, I've been waiting for you. Come to me, my child, cause all along you've been lost all the while. You've been chasing after those things I never meant for you to find. Come to me, my child, he says. We've been hiding away, running away, searching for those things that we should never even have been looking for. Yet we placed our hope and our faith in those things that cannot save us. Neither can they fill us or make us feel whole. So the Lord simply and softly whispers, come to me, my child, for you I have been looking for forever. He's been waiting for us from before eternity began. And Jeremiah says he knew us before we were even formed in our mother's wombs. So he's calling out to us. He's beckoning us, calling us by his name, calling us by his own name that he has designed specifically for us, letting us know that he knew the purpose that he had planned for us from before the foundation of the world. He simply says, come to us. He says, come to me. Flee your youthful lust. Flee those sins that have kept you from experiencing my presence as never before. Come to me. He subtly and calmly says, come, my child, I'm waiting on you. He won't force, he won't beg, he won't abuse, and he won't by any means overpower you. For this is the purpose that he gave us free will, so that we can learn to just be still. But he says, come to me. So from the heavens we hear his call, we feel his draw, and we know that we've been called with the purpose and the cause. And we allow the flaws of the flesh to control what we believe to be the purpose of God and his will for our lives. He's saying, come to me. We can hear his voice calling us in the background of our lives. We put him on the back burner as we chase and pursue like the road runner after those things that will never fulfill us. We can feel no fulfillment in this life and in the things that we pursue because his voice is still saying, come to me. And until we answer his voice and answer this call, we'll never feel the freedom that he has been given unto us. He has called us to be seated in the places of greatness, in the presence of great men, yet we're settling for less than what he's promised us because we refuse to listen to his voice. And every time his hand is outstretched our way, we simply push it away and say, no, I'm not ready. When will you be ready? When will you hear his voice and answer his call, and as you feel his jaw pulling and tugging at the strings of your heart? You will be lost if you answer not this call. We can hear him as he whispers subtly, saying, my child, come to me. By no means will he overpower us with his persuasiveness, or by no means will he overtake our will to do his will. Because if that was true, then none of us would have chosen to follow after him. And it is a greater love that we love him when we choose to willingly obey him than when it feels as if he's forcing us to do things that we never wanted to do. No, it won't always be easy. No, it won't always be blessings and marshmallows and rainbows. Sometimes it'll be difficult. But when we answer his call, when we answer the pull and the draw and the call of the Holy Spirit, the Lord is much more pleased with us than when we make vain sacrifices and fake half-hearted promises because of the situations we face. He simply calls us by our name and says, my child, come to me. I've been waiting on you for a while now. Come to me. I have a purpose and a plan for your life now. But at first I'm going to have to put you through the pressing process. Because in my pressing, I press out those things out of your life that should not be. And in my pressing, I show you just how much I love thee. For in my pressing, I prove to you who you are and what strength you have lying down on the inside of you when you would place your trust in me. So when you hear his call and you feel his draw, answer the call. And let that draw compel you through the trials you must face. But know this, that call compels you to the trials. It would also pull you out because that call and that draw that you feel on the strings of your heart is the Holy Spirit. As the Lord calls out to you, ask yourself this question. Are you ready to answer? Are you still going to neglect this call and because you feel the call of the world is far greater than that of the Lord, who has a heaven to put you in, or a hell to send you to if you refuse to obey? So when you hear his call, answer. For he calls you now. He says, the day you hear my voice, harden not your heart. Harden not your heart. Harden not your heart. And when you hear his call, simply answer.